I'd like to ask you, Tracy Cousineau, what is the biggest risk?
I'm going to go for our clients' sakes and customers, or buyers and sellers. Is if you're a buyer and you need to have you need to have an inspection. You need to know if there are any issues with the property. You need to make sure that you hire a home inspector that has all the credentials, that they are checking everything for you and that they're not missing stuff. Radon is a huge thing in Georgia because there's lots of rock. And so, if always have a radon test, and then always check for termites. Homes in Metro Atlanta, they've either had them or they will have them. So those are always three things, because all three of those things could cause a risk to your insurance. Radon, there's lots of issues that could cause it, but in my opinion, if somebody comes to your house all the time and they're stuck in an area of your home that has radon, this could cause a health issue for them, which will then go back to your insurance, possibly. Or if a buyer moves into a house and they didn't have a home inspection, and let's say that it flooded or it caught on fire because something was missed, there were some electrical issues in the panel box or whatever, those are all risk. And when they close, that's their risk, and and their insurance that have to go back and find out where the problem came from and where it lies from. Vacant homes as well. So with sellers with vacant homes, you better make sure you add on that protection, that you let your insurance company, know that your policy needs to state that your property is now vacant, because there are many things that can happen. We had a vacant property and we got a call in the middle of the night that it was on fire and the house was burnt down. Or you can have an intruder, mess with it. There's just so many different things that you always, personally for me, and my personal situation is we're putting in a pool. So it's like, okay, I need to make sure that I'm adding the pool and I'm adding the fence. And, we are always looking at what could go wrong in this situation and then figure out, okay, how am I less reliable for it if I take the right steps to clear it? So I always think about what's the end goal and make sure that anything in between the end goal doesn't, I didn't miss.